Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, I wanted to do a quick video for you guys on stunted hair growth. I've done this on my channel a couple of times, and every time I address the topic, I always talk about like common mistakes. This video, I wanted to talk about how to fix the mistake that you've made. This video is definitely going to be for people who are already at that stunted hair growth stage, or people who want to avoid it and just be reminded of tips that they can do. So boom, we're doing that today. Let's get into it.
You don't know, babe, when you hold me, you kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing, and it don't change if I had it my way.
Okay, so I want to first start by going over the common reasons why your hair is going to stunt in the first place. A lot of times when this happens, a lot of people, including myself when it happened to me, are pretty much confused on why all of a sudden your hair is growing a lot more slower, or why all of a sudden your hair growth is not, you know, growing. Like you're just stuck at this one stage, and a lot of times it's very confusing. I'm not going to go into great detail on all of these reasons. First reason is going to be hormone and health related issues. Second reason is going to be stress, diet, certain hairstyles, and or improper hair care techniques. The last thing I'm going to mention is giving up, aka getting super lazy with your hair, which is something that I know all too well and have had personal experiences with. Those are the common reasons for stunted hair growth. What happens when you actually reach that level and you're like, okay, I know I'm here, but I'm trying to get off of it. So let's get into that. First step that I'm going to mention is definitely to reevaluate once you get to the point where you know, okay, my hair is not the way it used to be. As soon as you start to notice that you are at this point where your hair growth has plateaued, it's time to start reevaluating your routines, seeing what you used to do versus what you do now. Start switching things up immediately so that when you are at that stage, you don't get stuck at that stage. Trust me, I have ignored certain things before, and I ended up being stuck at that little mark where my hair was just not the way that it used to be for way longer than what I needed to be, just because I would not accept the fact that I was doing something in my routine wrong, or that I needed to reevaluate. You guys already know, if you are new to my channel, maybe you probably don't, but those of you who have been on my channel, you already know that I went through this entire, I think it was like almost a year process of me just not liking the way that my hair was, having issues with my hair. I tried to like cut it, and then I finally came to the realization, went to a professional, and I got my hair cut the correct way, and he literally told me like, girl, you have not been washing your hair the proper way. What do you do? I literally told him that I co-wash sometimes, and we found that it wasn't my hair that was stunted. It was just that my hair wasn't able to flourish the way it needed to, and the way that it had been in previous, you know, years, because I was starting back to co-wash way too much and my scalp wasn't getting clean. We pretty much went through my entire routine and figured out which things need to be switched around, which things need to be tossed out, and it definitely worked. Step 2 is to oil your scalp. Oh my gosh, guys, this is a big one because it seems so small, and it also seems so annoying because I'm sure every single hair growth video, most of them are saying use an oil, but it's a reason why so many people are recommending for you to use an oil, because oils are really good for your scalp and as well as your hair. Regular scalp oiling actually protects the hair from wear and tear. Also, it reduces hair fallout, and it can help with hair health. So I absolutely love oiling my hair, but it has been times where in the past where I would just not do it as often, or It just wouldn't be something that I would do as regular as I did prior years, because I thought, oh, my hair's already long, I really don't have to do that. Throw in the mix of me just being completely lazy with my hair. Those two just did not mix, and my hair noticed immediately. If you're trying to grow your hair, I'll just speak for my hair growth oil. I like to use that 2 times a day. So once in the morning, once at night, and I like to do it all the way up until I start to see results. That is a daily based thing that I like to do. Good hair oil is going to strengthen the hair shaft, and it's just going to help with frizz. It's going to reduce breakage. It's going to really up your hair care game. Also, it just makes your hair feel and look healthier. I noticed that as well. Like, it makes your hair feel and look so much more healthier when you're doing like hydration routines, oiling routines, moisture routines. Another thing that you can do if you are going through that stunted hair phase is to make sure that you're protecting your ends. We don't realize how much our ends are like rubbing against things all day long. A lot of times the ends are like one of the most forgotten parts of the hair, as well as the nape and of course the edges, because people are more focused on like, you know, the middle of the hair and things like that. But those parts are really important, because if your ends start to break, it's going to start to, you know, move up and up and up. So make sure that you protect your ends as well. You can do this through hairstyles, protective styles. I love twists and braids for protective styles and making sure that your ends are protected. I like to do those like loose twists and loose braids a lot. Those styles can really help to revert your hair back to health. If you are having like damaged hair and things like that, it's just a really quick way to like grow your hair and get out of those frustrating stages. So this next step is pretty much going to sound really crazy, because you're probably going to be like, you just told me not to do that. But next step is to make sure that you don't get super lazy with your hair, but also give your hair a break. Let me explain. So I'm going to be showing you guys a routine that I like to do before I actually go to sleep. Now, my hair is blown out right now, but even if my hair was curly, I would still do this routine. So this can work for if you have curly hair, if you have straight hair, if you have blown out hair. Only thing that I would add if my hair was actually in the curly state, I would just have a spray bottle and spray my hair to add even more moisture. Now, if you do that when you have blow dried hair, your hair is going to revert, so I don't really do that. Also, I use less of the moisturizer that I'm going to show you guys when I have blown out hair. If you don't want to do all this and you just want to go straight to just oiling your scalp, I'll show you guys a routine for that. So I'm going to do one side of my hair for the routine that involves more steps, and one side of my hair for the routine that is more straightforward. Okay, so actually I've shown this on my channel before, but there also is new people who are coming to my channel, which shout out to you guys. Okay, so I like to go ahead and like detangle my hair before I get started. Even with curly hair, I'll do like a light detangle, or I'll just make sure that my hair is not like really bunched up in the middle, because guys, that causes breakage as well. Like just not taking care of your hair, not detangling it. Gonna take my scalp massaging brush. I'll have 2 options down below for like the ones that I actually always use for you guys, in case you want options. It's like so cooling on the scalp. It just feels so relaxing. And I really want to know you off. I really want to show you off. Fuck that. Pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga that ain't looking home is sorry. They say conversation rule the nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. Okay, so for your ends, as I'm getting to the ends of my hair, I'm gonna go ahead and take some of the oil, and this is gonna like seal my ends so that they're nice and oiled. And as I go to sleep, put on a scarf. I won't have any breakage at the ends of my hair because the oil is on there, and everything is just gonna glide right off. And then I'm gonna show you guys in the front how I do the second routine. I literally just took a little bit of that. Do not do a lot because girl, your hair gonna revert if you have blowing out hair.
What did you say? Go on.
So in the middle of me doing this tutorial, my massager went out. I gotta charge it. It's like had to do this manually. So I'm completely done with my hair. I would literally put this scarf on and go to sleep, and that's how I would do my oily routine. That's how I would do my moisture routine for this particular technique that I'm telling you guys about. Keep in mind that products that you use do matter. Do not use products that are not good or products that you know that are not good quality, because it is going to defeat the purpose of this routine and it's just not going to work the same. Also, there are some products that literally will dry out your hair, and just, yeah guys, make sure you pay attention to which products you are using. Very important. I wanted to put that in this video because I did forget to say it. Keep an eye on your products and use some really good quality ones. Yeah, so just wanted to show you guys that quickly. Back to the video. So I got a DM from one of you guys, and she said that I can use her name in the video, from Sierra Robin. Shout out to you, girl. She basically wrote me and she let me know that her hair has been stunted in hair growth, and I'll just read you the message that she sent me. Tell me that she was from my YouTube channel, and she said, do you have any tips on growing layers? I'm having a hard time. I had to cut my hair due to damage and past trauma, and currently postpartum phase, losing my hair as well. I miss my long hair. I want to get all my hair to one length and longer. So as you guys can see, I popped in a photo of her hair before her hair was to the middle of her back, it looks like. Then 2024 of January, which is this year, her hair, she got it cut into layers, and now her hair is stuck at this length that you guys see. I actually used to have layers, so I wanted to pop this into this video for those of you who do have layers. This was a very long time ago when I had layers. I had my hair cut into layers when I first went curly. The hairstylist told me that my hair was cut into layers, and so my hair was gonna be growing a little bit weird until I get everything at one length. What she told me to do, and what I always go by now, because this was such a good recommendation from her, and so now I always do it. When you have your hair in layers, you need to make sure that you're paying attention to every part of your hair. I was actually deep conditioning the front of my hair way more than the back of my hair, and so the back of my hair wasn't really growing as well as the front, and my hair started to grow like even more weirder with the layers. So when you're doing deep conditioning routines, make sure that you get back there. When you're doing your oiling routines, make sure that you hit all sections of your hair, and you can do this by sectioning your hair off into like sections when you're actually doing your routine. So 4 sections, 5 sections, whatever, just paying special attention to each part of your hair so that when your hair grows, it's all growing together. And then also with layers, sometimes you have to let them like grow out, and then, sorry to say this, but you may have to cut your hair back to all one length so they can all grow together again. So I know that's kind of like, dang, don't want to do that, but that's personally, I'm just giving you my personal advice and my opinion on that and what has worked for me in the past. I did have to just go ahead and grow everything out and then go back to the salon and get it cut again and get it to one length once everything started to grow together. Glad that she brung up stress in her DM, because I was actually going to hit on that in this video. There's a good amount of reasons stress can cause hair loss. Also, stress can just cause many other health issues. Let's be honest, stress is hard on the body, but there's a lot of times where it happens. These are the most common hair loss types that can be caused by stress, and I'm gonna pop them on the screen because some of them I can't even pronounce. It also can disrupt the growth cycles that your hair initially is going through. So stress is a big one. Some of the things that I did when I went through a really stressful point in my life, and these absolutely worked for me. Everyone is gonna have different things that's gonna help them reduce stress. For me, it was self-care, time with my family, me time, aka quiet time, and also taking small things that I love to do and turning them into luxury, like putting more time into them and things like that. So a lot of the self-care routines that I show you guys on my channel are routines that I do to help me reduce stress, such as my Sunday reset, my self-care resets. So I'm gonna have my playlist down below where all of my self-care resets and self-care videos are going to be. So if you want to see that and you want to follow those routines and you want to watch those videos, just to give you a reminder or give you certain things that you can do in your own routine, I'm going to have that playlist down below for you guys to just click. But I find that self-care and taking it slower for me really does help with stress, because if you don't take care of you, then of course everything else is going to be kind of out of whack. So make sure you guys are taking care of yourself. It's so important. It sounds so small, but it is huge. Okay, so I hope this video hasn't been too long already. I tried to put as much information in here as I could without it being so crammed and just all over the place. So like I said, I hope this video is not too crazy. But I wanted to also tell you guys about this, and the last thing I'm going to mention is to know your texture. This is a big one because a lot of times your hair isn't actually stunted. You're just looking at people who have a completely different texture from you, and so your hair is just, you guys just don't have the same hair. So make sure that you're keeping your eye on your journey. You can take tips from people who have different hair types and incorporate it into your routine, but just know that you guys are going to be on two different journeys. So your hair may take a little bit longer to grow out, whereas that person may be a little bit faster. But the most important thing is just to make sure that you're doing the techniques right, using good products, and also keeping up with your routines and not getting lazy and just being like, oh, I don't have to do these. Because, you know, if you don't take care of your hair, then quite like my hair did, it's gonna be like, well, I ain't gonna be taking care of you. I'm not gonna get back to you. You don't give to me. I think I'm drawing to a close now. I feel like I've been talking so much. If you guys like this video, make sure that you subscribe down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any ideas of what you want to see next, you can let me know. Also, you can follow me on Instagram if you want to pop into my DMs and we can just chit chat like me and Sierra have been doing. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will have everything linked down below for you as far as videos that will be helpful for you, playlists that will be helpful for you, and any products that I mentioned and or products I feel that will be helpful on your hair growth journey. So, all right guys, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
If you're enjoying this video, consider subscribing if you like. Follow me on Instagram, and if you have a question or just want to say hi and let me know that you're a part of the YouTube fam, feel free to send me a DM and I'll connect back with you.
you.